In this series, I'm going to show you how to complete Dark Souls 3 without dying. You can also use this as a very safe and secure way to get through the game. By following this walkthrough, you'll be able to complete this game without too much stress or too much hassle. My name is Azzavhar or Azza. Now let's get into the video game training. On this episode, we're going to be heading through Irithyll down to the Profaned Capital and taking out Yhorm the Giant. So first of all, from this bonfire here, we're going to travel and find High Lord Walner. So teleport over to there. From this bonfire here, we're going to head up the stairs and through the doors. And this will take us into the entrance of Irithyll, which is a really beautiful place, by the way. Really enjoy this place. Check it out. You can also grab this bonfire here if you want to. And then on this next bit, we're going to be sprinting and running away from an enemy that will appear behind us. You can angle the camera behind if you want to see. Just keep on sprinting forward. Get behind this barrier, and you want to do one strike. You may attack, roll back, second strike, go for the critical. Might finish him off, it might not. In this case it has. Then we pick up the Pontiff's right eye ring and also homeward bone there as well. So we can actually put the Pontiff ring on. This one here, Pontiff's right eye. Pop that on. It says here boosts attacks as long as attacking persists. So a nice attack boost there. Grab this bonfire. There's some items that we can pick up around here as well. Large soul there. You can grab that to sell if you want to. And I believe there's another soul here. Grab that to sell as well if you want to. Rest at the bonfire if you need to. You could also travel back here to get some extra items like homeward bones if you needed them and stuff. But usually it's quite safe to continue on. Head on over to these stairs just here. Just before you start going up the stairs, you want to put Young White Branch on your quick items. Doesn't really matter which Young White Branch you use. So at the top, you use the quick item, and this will transform your character. So when you get to around here, you want to stop and wait. And these Pontiff Knights will walk right past you. And then just stand still. If they're looking in your direction, just make sure to stand still. That's pretty much all there is to that bit. This guy will turn around, so just stand and wait. And then wait for them to walk past. And you're safely past that section there. If you want to, you can roll out of it there. It's up to you. We've got another section coming up. So pop another one just on this corner here. And then again, you just want to wait and be patient. Just wait for them to walk on by. There we go. Just enjoy the beautiful scenery in the meantime. You've got another set on their way down the stairs. So once again, just make your way over to the stairs and just wait until they have passed by. And whilst they're doing that, make sure to press like and subscribe on this channel to support the channel. And it means I can keep making YouTube videos. So once they've passed, you can walk up these stairs, and then you kind of want to go diagonal from this section towards this guy up here on this balcony. There we go. And then hug the wall. If you go in a diagonal motion like that, it usually means that the enemy at the top will actually not see you. If you do it in a different way, then you sometimes will see you, and you have to start running. Like this. If you do get spotted here by these, you can just run past, so this is a good example. You can just keep running past. Up to this bonfire here, get this bonfire and then press rest. That will reset them. So as you make your way over to this corner here, you've got some knights on their way from over there. So feel free to use a young white branch here and then just wait for them to pass. Again, patience is your friend on this bit. So just let them pass. You can technically just run past them and hope for the best, but it's a lot less safer to run past. So once they've gone down there, you're pretty much safe to go, so you can come out of the statue form, head on over. You can pick up some souls from here, so grab those and then head on up these stairs here towards the bonfire. It's pretty much safe and secure at this point to run forward and grab the bonfire. So grab this and rest at it if you need it. Then continue forward. We're going to go down these steps just here. There's some items that we can grab here to make the run a little bit safer and smoother. So run around here. You can grab that. It's just a small soul. It's homeward bone here. And undead bone shard. You can use that undead bone shard to upgrade our Estus healing. So carry on down these steps and then to the right here into this section, and then we're going to jump off or roll off and head towards these on the right. If you roll through those boxes on the side there, it's nice and safe to get through that area there. Then we're going to head down these steps. You can hug the left wall to avoid those invisible enemies on the steps just there. Carry on heading down. Pick up some items in this area. So green blossom. And there's a couple more green blossoms that we can pick up as well. If you didn't kill the Pontiff Beast, which was on the bridge earlier, then the Pontiff Beast would jump down here and chase you in the water. But because we took out the beast a little bit earlier, that's all good. We can just make our way through nice and safely. Some more green blossoms. Carry on down here, and we're going to grab this bonfire. Rest if you need to. This section, we don't need the young white wrenches anymore, so we can take those off the hotbar. Get rid of those. We can continue pushing forward, so we're going to use the sorcerer's staff on this bit to cast spook. Jump off here. We're also switching back to the double swords and the grass crest shield on our backs. Gives us increased stamina regen this way. So normally you would have an NPC invader at this section just here, but because our Steam is in offline mode, you won't have the NPC invader. So you don't need to worry about that. On this section, you can choose to kill these enemies if you want to, or you can run past. Choice is yours. So if you do choose to kill, you can put fire on your sword as a buff. Watch out for the enemy jumping out there. Just run through and then straight into this jail cell here. Pick up this pale pine resin on the floor, there's 2 of them. Straight through and open the door. To the left and then drop down. Straight forward. Don't need to get that crystal lizard, so don't worry about it. And then just hug the right wall there, so you don't get hit by the enemy on your way past. Grab these homeward bones if you need them. If you don't need those, don't worry about it. Okay, so this bit is where the assassin class kind of comes in with the spook spell. I'm going to skip out a little bit of the game here. Just makes it easier for us. So you want to walk down onto this platform here and then kind of have your back facing down there in a position quite like this. Make sure to have spook on, then just press B to do a back step, and you'll land on this ledge just here, which will safely get you down here with 0 damage. Then head on into this dungeon here, pick up these ashes. We can use those for some extra items a little bit later. Then head back to where that ledge was that you just jumped down to. Grass crest shield is back on. Then head down. We've got a gargoyle, so sometimes that guy is a bit of a pain. So sometimes the gargoyle there can fly upwards and just get out of your way, which is usually the best thing if he does that. But if not, you can kind of pull your character a little bit towards the left of the path, and then as he kind of goes to attack, you can go around to his right hand side or stay on his left if it's safer. On that bit you just kind of have to just judge it as it happens. And then here we're going to pick up an undead bone shard once again, grab the bonfire, rest if you need to. We've got the boss fight coming up next, so I probably would recommend getting a bit of HP for this one. So you can head from the Profaned Capital to the Firelink. Okay, so now we're here, we're just going to get a few bits and bobs, a couple of levels up. We can also give the ash to the Shrine Handmaiden as well. Sell anything that we might not need. For example, this moss clump, we don't need that. Souls, you can sell all souls. Twinkling Titanite we don't need, so we sell. You can also sell the Deacon's Crown. I'm not going to be using the Herald Helm as well, but you can hold on to that if you want to. It is still good armor for this type of run. I'm going to be selling pretty much everything apart from the assassin stuff that we started with. We've got 65,000 souls here. Basically, with the Yhorm boss fight, he can hit pretty hard and it will take a massive chunk of your HP off if you do get hit. So for safety here, it's probably worth putting a few points into HP. However, keep in mind that you want to be aiming for about 40 dexterity for the boss fight after Yhorm. So your dexterity still wants to be quite high. So I'd probably go for about 36 or 37 on dexterity. And then 15 or 16 HP, something like that. Again, if you want to be a bit safer, you could take the dexterity down and then put more HP. The choice is yours. So we're going to go for that for now. And then head on back to the fight. We've got a couple of undead bone shards with us as well, so we might as well pop those whilst we're here. And then travel back to Profaned Capital. Okay, so on this bit we're going to walk towards the ladders and then cast Spook. And then down the ladders. You don't have to cast Spook there, but if you want a bit of a drop off the ladder without taking any damage, you can do that. Run to these bricks here on the left, cast Spook. Watch for the fire on your right, you can dodge through it. You'll have some more coming at you in just a second. Dodge through it. You've still got Spook on, so you can just drop off. Just run straight up the stairs and past these. You turn your camera behind you. Sometimes a fireball might be chasing you down this corridor here. Okay, so for this, I don't really need too much equipped, to be fair. So I've taken most things off my quick items there, don't really need it. I'm going to be running towards the far wall, straight off the bat here, and picking up the Storm Ruler, which we need for this fight. Now, sometimes just wait a little bit and wait for Yhorm to sort of head on towards you. I'm going to run straight for the item. Just be careful of Yhorm behind you. Then equip the Storm Ruler as we kind of move away. You also want to press Y so that you're two-handing the Storm Ruler. So we managed to charge it there. You basically just have to hold, make sure you got two-handed with the Storm Ruler, and then just hold down left trigger. That will allow you to charge the weapon, and then when you see it get the glow, it goes like a kind of a whiter type glow. What we're doing there is holding down left trigger, and then when you want to cast, you would press right trigger whilst holding left trigger. Cast the attack. You can let go of left trigger. You can let go of left trigger. So as you can see now, I'm not actually holding it, and it still keeps the charge. Once it's charged, it's always charged, so you don't have to worry. We've got a headshot there as well, so if you do manage to land a headshot there, you'll notice that you do get a few extra seconds, and Yhorm will kind of like stay down on his knees for a little while. So just keep that in mind. If you see him kind of like hanging his head, you've got the headshot, and it gives you a few extra seconds to charge up your attacks. So once that's done, grab the bonfire and then rest. And next time we've got to push through Irithyll a little bit more, get some upgrades, and then take on the Pontiff boss fight. So make sure to hit like and subscribe, drop a comment. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh my good god. What? You can't poke me through a wall?